what is the best thing and the worst thing about speaking English? Namaste Bitch, how are you? I want to know, and it's always a pleasure talking to you. It's funny because today I was having a conversation with a friend of mine and she was telling me what is the worst thing about speaking English, especially if this is not your first language. And I was thinking a lot because honestly I love this possibility of speaking English. I think amazing that I can talk with more people. This is the good thing about speaking English, okay? I know she asked me about the worst thing, but to think about it, I have to think about the great thing before. When I speak English, I can open the possibility to talk with more people because now I speak with people that can understand my language, Portuguese, and of course more people that speak English. It means people that has English as their first language or even their second or third language. When you speak English, you understand this. You can talk with more people. You can express your idea for much more people all around the world. And this is amazing. But of course, because English is not my first language, I cannot be so natural like I am when I am talking or thinking in Portuguese. I cannot express my ideas at the same way when I talk in Portuguese. I don't know if it makes sense for you, but for example, everything's so quick right now, so after a while, of course, when you speak another language, you can get fluent in this language. And this is happening to me. I know my accent is not perfect, but what is perfect? Honestly, my accent is my accent. The fact that I have a strong accent, it doesn't mean that I'm not fluent in English. Can you understand this difference? So one thing is my accent, another thing is the way that I speak English with you. Let me come back because you know me, I'm very confused. I always begin talking about something and finish talking about another thing. Coming back, my thoughts before. I don't have this time to think in Portuguese, but the structure that I think about things sometimes is the same structure that I learn in Portuguese. Even I am not thinking in Portuguese. So sometimes it's very easy to see lots of mistakes when I'm thinking. Sometimes I forget preposition, I put preposition in the wrong direction, I use articles in a wrong way, I use words as a present continuous, too much grammar mistakes. But in the end, people can understand me, and this is the most important thing. So, of course, because I can make all these mistakes when I'm talking in another language, I cannot be so great, I cannot be so natural like I am in Portuguese. I don't know if natural is the word because I'm naturally wrong, but it's not the same thing. Many times I have no idea what people are thinking, what people are talking. So I think, oh, okay, let's stop right now. Oh, maybe this word means this in Portuguese. Also, okay, you are talking to me about this. So at this time I have to stop. And of course, naturally, I think in Portuguese. So it's normal. So many times in my life, I have to stop everything and translate to Portuguese. Many times people say words that I don't understand. Many times I don't know how to use lots of prepositions, everything in English. And when these things happens, I cannot be natural. Can you understand now when I say natural? It's not like blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it's blah, blah, blah. Blah. It's such a stupid example, but you understood. But the fact that I cannot be so quick, that I cannot be so perfect like I am when I'm talking in Portuguese, it doesn't mean that I regret speaking in English, because I told you before, I just love this possibility, I just love this opportunity, and I feel so grateful that now I can hold any kind of conversation in English. Many times I stop everything that I'm doing and I just feel amazed that I can understand another language. Sometimes I am in the middle of a meeting and I'm just thinking, oh, how amazing is that? I'm here in between all these people They are talking about lots of things and I can understand them. And this is not even my language. So how cool is that? How amazing this opportunity. Unless you don't speak another language, you cannot understand what is this feeling. And I'm not saying that because you don't speak another language, you are not great. No, I'm just saying that the fact that you can speak another language makes you more open to the world, more grateful. Of course, there's lots of exceptions, but this is the way that I feel. I feel great. I love this opportunity. Of course, I would love to have better English, but this is the way that it is. I cannot force something that I'm not prepared yet. I study a lot English. I communicate myself in English all the time. I work in English. I try to do my best. But of course, this is not my first language. And I learned this language when I was kind of old. I began to learn English when I was 15, of course, but it was just verb to be. Things like the book is on the table, that's it. When I was 18, I just love it, this possibility to speak another language and understand different people. But when I was 35, I just decided to come to Australia and improve my English in the best way that I could. And since then, 9 years now, I've been practicing more and more. And of course, my English now is much better than that time when I just have arrived here in Australia. And I'm sure even more and more and more, maybe in 5 years, 10 years, it's going to be even better. With a strong accent, but it's okay. So the great thing is that I can speak another language. The bad thing is that I cannot be so natural, so precisely like I am in Portuguese, but it's okay. Everybody has a different kind of life, everybody has a different kind of history, and this is my way to live my life. But I'd like to know about you. What do you think about this possibility? What do you think about this issue? Is this an issue? I don't know, but I'd like to know what you think about my thoughts. So please leave your comment here below, because I'm very interested to know what do you think about it, okay? So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation, and I hope to see you very soon. Namaste, bitch. Ciao.